Hi, it's Corey, and today you're going to learn how to play Sanctuary from Kingdom Hearts 2. First things first, let's make sure your ukulele's in tune. That's going to be a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. Okay, so with this song, when doing my research and trying to figure out what chords are in the original version and so on, I found a lot of versions, and in a lot of them either it just didn't sound right to my ear, and that's always something I'd recommend. If you are looking up chords online, there's a lot of awesome websites that give you chords, but sometimes they're not 100% accurate, or they're like another person's interpretation. So what I would say first and foremost with this is kind of my interpretation of what I think sounds good with the song, while also trying to make it an accessible version. So there are some interesting chords in here that I took out, and so actually we're going to be using the exact same chord progression as we used in the Don't Think Twice video. So if you're interested in learning how to play that song, I'll make sure to link it somewhere in a card so you can learn how to play that from Kingdom Hearts 3, but we're just going to be using that same progression, so it might not sound exactly how you remember it, or if you listen to it a lot. We're also gonna get rid of like the reverse singing sections. Like I can't sing in reverse and most people can't either, so I mean it's a really cool thing to add. And I know, like, I've gone through in like a program like GarageBand or something on my iPad and sang the section and then reversed it, and so you can easily do things like that if you want. But during those sections, like the I need more emotion or affection than you know parts that get sung in reverse, I'm just going to like not sing anything during that section, but you could easily insert that if you want. And we're also going to be getting rid of the bridge section, like your love is a battleground, because there's like a lot of reverse singing in that, so we're just gonna skip over that and just do the verses and the choruses. Okay, so first things first, let's review those chords. The first chord you're going to be using is a C7 chord. For that, you're going to take your 2nd finger and then just place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret. The next chord you're going to be using is a D major. You're going to need your 1, 2, and 3rd finger, and then all along on the 2nd fret, you're going to place your 1st finger on the 4th string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string. You're then going to play an E minor, so that's going to be your 1st finger on the 2nd fret 1st string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and your 3rd finger on the 4th fret 3rd string. And then lastly, you're going to be playing a G major. For that, you're going to take your first 2 fingers to start, and on the 2nd fret, you're going to place your 1st finger on the 3rd string, your 2nd finger on the 1st string, and then your 3rd finger is going to go right between the 2 on the next fret down. So once you have all those chords all situated, we're going to divide our strumming pattern into 2 parts. For the very beginning and the very end, we're actually going to be doing a finger picking pattern. I think it just adds a little something extra to the song. And again, this is definitely more like a cover version of it, where it's not following the original super carefully, which, my personal opinion, I don't think that's like the worst thing in the world. Other people might disagree though, so you do you. But what we're gonna be doing for this is we're gonna do a finger picking pattern just using the bottom 3 strings. So I'm gonna zoom you in closer to show you what you're gonna do. So you can see here, what I'm gonna be doing with my left hand is I'm just gonna be playing that progression of the C7, D, E minor, and then the G. Okay, so I'm not going to show you that because I'm just going through it as I normally would. So what you're going to be playing is you're going to pick with your thumb, 1st finger, 3rd finger, back with your 1st finger, and then your thumb and 1st. So in total it will sound like this, slowed down. And you could hear there was a little bit of a pause between doing the thumb and the 1st again. Thumb 1st, 2nd 1st, thumb 1st, and then you would change the chord and repeat the same thing. And then you'd continue. And you just keep repeating that. if you can, really try to avoid just using your thumb for everything. It makes it a lot easier if you're using the other fingers, and it builds that dexterity to be able to do bigger things as well. So again, like the first line of the song would sound like this. You and I, there's a new land, and angels in flight. Sanctuary, yeah. Now, you by no means have to do the finger picking pattern. You could very easily just strum on the downbeat. So for instance, that would sound like, and you and I, there's a new land, and that would be totally fine too. So it's whatever you prefer. Now, after we're done with the finger picking pattern, or whatever you choose to do during that section, when we get to Watch You As You Sleep. So we're gonna be doing the classic down, down, up, down, up. So that would be, I watch you as you fast asleep. All I fear means nothing. And then for the rest of the song, until we get to the very, very, very last, in you and I, or my sanctuary, oh, and then we're gonna go back to the finger picking pattern. Now, the very, very last line is we'll have, what we'll do as an outro is we'll do the finger picking pattern, going through the progression. And then when we get to the G, we're gonna slow down and then finish on that C7, okay? So in review, we're gonna do finger picking pattern or whatever you choose up until the first verse, and then the strumming pattern from the first verse to the end of the song, and then as an outro, we're gonna be doing the finger picking pattern again twice through the progression, or twice through the progression, and then we'll end on the C7, okay? So let's give it a playthrough. Also, just so you know, I am pretty under the weather today. I woke up with a bit of a cold, so I'm having a really hard time singing as normal and also breathing. I don't know if it is coming off in the video, but I'm pretty congested today. So I'm having a pretty hard time like breathing and holding phrases for a long time. I'm gonna certainly do my best, but there might be a couple times where I have to like stop the video. And so you might see a couple weird cuts, but I'll try to make it as smooth as possible for the playthrough. All right, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. And tutorial helpful. I apologize if like the singing and stuff was not 100% up to snuff, but you know what? Sometimes you get sick and you just gotta kind of roll with it. So if anything, take this as a lesson that even if you're still sick, there are still things you can do. You could easily just like practice the chords in my case, since it's a lot of the head situation, or you know, sometimes you just need to take rest too. But I hope you found this helpful. If you are a total nerd about video games as much as I am, you'll really enjoy all the songs coming out on my channel over the next couple months. I'll be putting in a couple other ones as well that are like themed to different things or like times of the year or stuff like that. But pretty much everything's gonna be video game music. So I'm putting together a playlist so that you can easily find the videos, and I'll have it linked somewhere. But yeah, I love video games, and so if you really love video games too, make sure to comment down below if you have a favorite video game that you just love the music from. For me, I'm like obsessed with Zelda, so I'll be doing some of like the Ocarina of Time songs coming up here, but for the now it's gonna be a bunch of songs with lyrics in them, like the Kingdom Hearts song. All right, so thanks so much, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.